Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is 4th game in best of 5 series in grand finals in Division 2 of DeVoid organized tournament, monthly tournament in May. Yeah, it has returned, and actually it's a match point for DeVoid Duruleth, who is playing blue color Protoss on the top left corner, versus Dwarf, who is playing Zerg in red color, in the left color. I said left color, in the red color on the left bottom corner. That's Zerg Dwarf, also known as Tyur, and that's DeVoid Duruleth, also known as Necron. So I might mix their nicknames up. You already probably have seen the games before, so you know that that's happening. How is the future then? Is the world a better place? World will be a better place at the mint when I will learn to put those logos on the map. I'm just bad. Just saying. Actually, shout out to the mint. The mint, or also known as Turtle, is organizing this tournament and taking care of everything else. Also, I believe that was COPT, or whatever was the name of the support, which is supporting the money-wise things, supporting the gifts and everything else. Also thanks for them for this opportunity. Interesting. Yeah, Necron is going not for natural Nexus, he's actually going for double gates cybercore on bottom. There are links which are going to check this, but I don't know if they will see what's actually happening. There is natural, there is speed coming up, there are overlord being sent behind the base to scout out what's happening. That is not a smart idea to send that zealot out. Oh, there is Nexus. Okay. I was expecting that he's actually going some sort of build which doesn't include a Nexus. He's going aggressive build, like he's building like 2 more gateways and then just pumping out stalkers and just going straight towards the Zerg, but I was wrong. There are 2 overlords over here, which is kind of weird, but it's actually foreshadowing a drop possibilities. It looks like it's gonna be that way because there is a lair coming, there is speed, there is a lot of links, so it might be actually a link drop in main base of Protoss player done by Zerg here. One other is shading out. I don't know what he's checking. There is Stargate being built. There is a shield battery being built. Lair is finishing, and there should be enough resources to turn these into dropper lords. I have a feeling that Necron is not ready for this strategy. It's nice. It's actually really nice. Without that shading out to check for some scouting information, but I think he missed 2 overlords. Now he might see 2 overlords. Yep. There are 8 links coming and sniping down the thing. 2 stalkers being warped in. Nice coverage. Stalkers will kill. There are 2 links at the front. Could have been sent to the natural, but he didn't. Question is, how many probes did go down? It was 2 probes versus 2 overlords and I believe 16 links, right? That's quite terrible loss for the Zerg player over here. That's like 400 minerals down the drain. There is 2 observers out, there's 4 stalkers out, but as an answer to that, actually Dwarf is going for Hydra Holland, which is really smart. So he's he has provocated Necron to build Stalkers to deal with the Dropper Lords, which is cool. And then as an answer to Stalkers, he will build Hydralisks. Well, Necron is pretty much seeing that Hydras are coming, so if Necron is going to go decent, then he might actually counter this with Charge Lot. He finishes Twilight Council, goes for +1 attacks, and he chrono boosts the Twilight Council but didn't start the upgrade. What is the upgrade he's going to go? Is the question. There are like 4 Stalkers, few Adepts. He starts Blink at the moment when the thing ends. I would say Blink is a bad choice in this situation, because Blink Stalkers in general are not good versus Hydras, and Speedlings are able to surround Stalkers, and Hydras are ready to snipe the Stalkies down, while Charge Lots will just eat through this sort of army without a fuss. There is Evo being built. There are 9 Hydras being moved out towards the base of Necron. There are no third base that Dwarf sees, so this is the crucial moment where things are starting to go south. Yep, Necron is stuck in his main base with whatever army he has. He's losing Gateway, he might be losing Cybercore, even though he's researching Blink. No, okay, there is Hydras, but Hydras are really strong. Dwarf is not doing the right thing. I think Dwarf can easily fight this amount of Hydras without a fuss. Well, now they might be little bit too much, a little bit too many. But there are more Hydras, more Lings coming up. There's +1. Protoss player is going for +2, charge, upgrade, and going for extra gateway. Well, now there are Lings joining in the club. Blink is shown. Protoss is going for third base. Not really good stasis, I would say. And Protoss loses Cybercore and immediately rebuilds it behind. There are a few Zealots doing the black job. As I said, Zealots are really good versus this combination of things versus Lings and Hydras, especially if they have charge upgrade. Meanwhile, Zerg player is going for Lurker then with Lair Tech. So what's the difference between Lair Tech and Hive Tech Lurkers? Hive is allowing to research the upgrades for extra layer range and faster burrow ability, which is giving a lot of advantages towards the Lurkers. Dwarf morphs in for Lurkers over here. There's more Stalkers being warped in. Charge is finished, there's +2. Necron is being supply blocked, so he is building a line of pylons to unblock himself. There is no observer in this army. There is no Robo Bay actually in this army, so Lurkers are just going to maul over this. There is no observer. He needs his oracles here to Yep. He needs his oracles to show where the Lurkers are. But Lurker is really strong against Stalkers, so and the oracles are lost. There is no observer, so game pretty much is over here, I would say, for Protoss player, because Lurkers cannot be spotted by any unit over here. He's chrono boosting probably out another oracle, but there are Hydras here, so that's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, he's pulling his probes pretty much in 5 lurkers. That's no go. That's no go. Yep. Protoss player is losing too much. This is definitely GG. There's no shot that he will do anything against this. If he had observer, then it would have been maybe a little bit of chance, because then he could have sniped the lurkers one by one, and there was no overseer by Zerg player.